Hey there, dudes and dudeens. What's up? It's Fo here, and yeah. Do you like trains? If so, this new game will be for you. I like trains, so I'm very excited to play that. I tested it a bit yesterday.
Loading. Please wait.
Let's see. What do you think? Come on.
London. Home of Big Ben. Buckingham Palace. Covent Garden. The Thames. And the oldest underground train system in the world.
Oh yeah.
And you're going to drive it.
Oh fuck yeah.
The London Underground is iconic. Serving 1.34 billion passengers a year, this train system runs for 400 kilometres all round London. This game's pretty simple, really. All you've got to do is learn how to drive a train. Press any key to skip this introduction. So, how do you drive a train? Well, as I guess you've not driven a train before, I'd suggest going to the missions and doing Mission 1, which is Driver School. Driver School is where you go to learn all the things you need to do to drive a train. Once you've learned how to drive a train, complete missions, and do scheduled runs to earn badges, and compete against other players. You're judged on your safety and customer service scores. And don't forget to check out the online scoreboard found at ndadamson.com. So, enough of this, let's drive a train.
Woohoo!
Restoring game.
Yeah, I already started, so
Main
it has to
menu,
restore.
missions.
Okay, I did the driving school before. Yeah, but I don't want to explain all the stuff, so
Shed missions.
our Nick Adamson can do it for us.
Select mission. Driver school. Select a lesson. Lesson 1.
Yeah, so
Driving
let's go.
basics. Hi, and welcome to Driver School. It's my job to teach you to drive a train. The school is split into a series of lessons. To skip to the next lesson, hit the escape key. Some of your time you will spend here in our classroom, but most of your time you'll be out there on the test track. So, your train. You'll be learning to drive an electrically powered tube train. The train has a maximum speed of 80 km per hour, is fitted with a platform detection system and automatic public announcement systems. Most functions can be operated using shortcut keys, although there is a menu-driven onboard computer. You've not come here to hear me talk, let's get out there on the test track.
I like the music.
Driver's cab. Okay, so you're now inside your cab. The cab is where you will spend most of your time. However, if you want, you can change your point of view. Using the left and right arrow keys, you can change the point of view to the cab, where we are now, the passenger compartment, and you can also get an external point of view. Along the track, and at each of your stations, there is a viewing point. This is where your external view comes from, so you'll hear the train pass you. Be aware though, if you're in any of the views other than the cab, you may miss important alarms and alerts. Why don't you try changing your perspective when you're ready to pick external driver's cab, passenger carriage, external, driver's cab.
Yeah, okay, so we can switch between all the important compartments. Let's go on.
Let's have a look at your trip computer. There are 3 menus or screens you can access. To move between them, use the C key. To move up and down the screens, use comma, up or period to go down. Some options on your menus can be activated. To do this, push enter. None of the options on the timetable screen can be activated. They are information only. When you're on a route, this screen will show you where you currently are, along with the times at the next set of stations. On our test track, it doesn't show an awful lot. Use C to find the timetable screen, and then comma and full stop to move up and down. When you're ready, push escape to move on.
So we can switch between.
Timetable view, public address system view, train status view,
Yeah, these are the three options, and we
carriage temperature
go
10,
down
left-hand doors closed,
with comma and dot.
right-hand doors closed, rear lights off, headlights off, destination light off, mode off.
And so on, we'll see that later.
The PA announcement page gives you access to the public address system. Use comma and full stop to go up and down the available announcements. If you want to make the announcement, push enter. The quickest way to access the announcements are to use the numbers across the top of your keyboard or the number pad. The APA, Automatic Public Announcement System, is shortcut 1. It changes depending on what you're doing and where you are. If you're pulled up in a station, it will announce where you are. If you're driving, it will announce the next station. Why not have a play using your menus, push C to get onto the right page, and options 1 through 9 as the shortcut keys to see what announcements are available. Push escape to move on.
This is simulated platform. This is a test track service to simulated platform. This train is ready to depart. Please stand clear of the doors. This service terminates here. Please ensure you take all your belongings with you. Transport for London apologizes for the delay to your journey. For your safety and comfort, smoking is prohibited on all underground trains and stations.
I hope so.
CCTV is in use on this train and throughout the London Underground system.
Okay, I don't know exactly what this is, but maybe we'll get that later.
The next station is closed. Transport for London apologizes for the delay. We are waiting for the previous service to clear the platform.
Yeah, always the same. Okay.
Timetable view.
Simulated platform.
10.
Yeah.
This is simulated platform. Please stand clear of the doors.
Yeah, okay. We had that.
The train status screen.
What?
Simulated platform.
Public address, train state, carriage, left-hand door. There are a couple of other useful keys. A tells you how many passengers are on board. When at a station, Z will tell you how many passengers are waiting to get on. S gives you an overview of the train status. Give these three a try. Push escape to move on. 0. Status. Left-hand doors closed. Right-hand doors closed. Rear lights off. Headlights off. Destination lights off. Mode off. Ventilation off. Passenger lights off. Passenger heating off. Speed 0. Air pressure 0. Carriage temperature -3.
Oh, that's cold.
Right, let's get this train moving. First, put the train into in-service mode. Use the M key. Shut. To turn on the motors, you need to hold the dead man switch. This must be held whenever you are moving. If you let it go for longer than 5 seconds, then the emergency brakes will be alarmed and will not be disengaged until you have come to a complete stop. The dead man switch is held using the tab key. For those with dexterity issues who find sticky keys useful, F12 can be used as an alternative. Hit it once to engage the dead man switch, hit it again to turn it off. Your doors will not open if you are holding the dead man switch. You cannot engage the dead man switch if your doors are already open. The air pressure must be above 50% before you can engage the dead man switch. So, grab the dead man switch now, tab or F12. The next control you need to know is the throttle control. Throttle control controls your speed. Each tap of up to increase speed or down to decrease speed will change your speed by a certain amount. Going back to the mode information from earlier, if you're in shunt mode, each change is 1 km per hour. If you're in normal service mode, then it's 5 km per hour. Try getting your speed to 30 km an hour. Hit escape when you're happy with your speed.
Okay, let's do this.
Air pressure is used to open and close your doors, as well as in the braking system. A small amount is used by the ventilation system. Air pressure must always be above 25%.
So with
To increase the air pressure, use the air compressor.
was the noise.
Shortcut key B.
Yeah, let me please talk. This was the noise for the dead man switch, which we do with F12 because we're too lazy to hold tab. So now we
Zero.
could
Depart
go.
next station
5.
at 10:18.
9. 20. 30. 40.
Okay, let's see what he has to tell us.
All parts of the track have a speed limit. Use your up and down arrow keys to find the speed limit for this part of the track. You will hear an alarm like this if you are breaking the speed limit. Push escape when you've worked the speed limit out.
This is for us.
50. F2
50.
tells you the current speed limit.
40.
More about that as we move on into the school.
50.
So we're at 50. Let's go one further.
50. 55.
Where's the noise?
50.
There's also a much easier way of finding out the speed limit. Just hit F2. To slow down your train, you can use the throttle control and set it to 0 by pushing your down key. If you want a more abrupt stop, the brakes can be applied. Use the space bar. Be careful not to overuse your brakes. Those passengers don't want coffee all over their laps. Try stopping now using the throttle and brakes. Push escape once you're happy and can move on.
So we do a hard brake.
49. 19. 12. 0.
0. Okay.
3.
Let's go to 50.
13. 24. 34. 45.
Oh, too
55.
much.
50.
0. 50. This is the speed in kilometers per hour. The shortcut key to hear this information is F1.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Let's talk about how you get information. We've already found the S key, which tells you about the state of the various vehicle systems, but there's also a series of function keys that can be used to tell you about the outside world. Try pushing F1 through to F11. We already know that F12 is the dead man switch lock. See what they do. As you push your button, I'll explain what happens. When you're happy and ready to move on, push escape.
So we had F1 for the speed, F2 for the speed limit, F3.
8,202. F3 tells you the distance to the next station in meters.
F4.
95. F4 tells you the current air pressure. 10, 9, 6. F5 tells you the current time. There are settings in the main menu to switch between 24 and 12-hour formats. The time is reported as hours, minutes and seconds. Therefore, 1, 2, 3 would be 2 minutes past 1 and 3 seconds. 10, 18. F6 tells you the depart time at the next station. It's reported in hours and minutes. This is the depart time. You must arrive earlier than that and give time for your passengers to board your train. 30 seconds either side of the depart time is considered on time and will not impact your customer service score.
Oh, where's the customer service score? Interesting.
Tango Sierra 523 to control. Request relief. Over.
523 acknowledged. A relief crew will be standing by at your next scheduled stop. Over.
F7 is used to radio the control room and ask for a relief driver. This is how you would end a route early.
Okay.
Tango Sierra 523 ready to depart. Over.
523 cleared to depart. Over.
F8 asks permission to depart a depot or a station. You should not depart, pull away, until you have received clearance.
523 acknowledged.
F9 is used to acknowledge a message from the control room. Customer service score is 30. Safety score is 91. F10 tells you your current safety and customer service scores. At the start of a run, your safety score is 100%.
Oh.
Each time you make a safety violation, your safety score drops. Your customer service score starts at 50%. Doing the right things and keeping your customer happy will increase your score. Doing the wrong things, like making the announcements at the wrong time, overusing braking, will cause your customer service score to drop. F11 is available when there is a signal ahead. A
Ah.
signal alert sounds like this. When this alert is sounding, it means somewhere ahead there is a red stop signal. F11 tells you how far to the red signal and an estimate of how long in seconds before that signal goes clear.
Okay, so we're through.
There are two final keys you can use. Try hitting the equals key. See if you can tell me what it does. Push escape to move on.
What key? Equals.
Transport for London
Oh.
apologizes for the delay. We are waiting for the previous service to clear the platform.
Okay, however.
The final key in this lesson is the escape key in itself. This doesn't work in the driver school, but when you're driving a route, push it to pause the game. This will present you with a menu so you can review the last 10 messages you've received. As the train is not moving and
It's
the
very
timers
nice.
are not running, it gives you a chance to look through any messages you may have missed. Push escape to unpause. Push escape now to move on to the next lesson, or use any of the keys you've been taught about in this lesson to practice.
Okay, I guess we'll go on.
5,250. F3 tells you the distance to the next station in meters. Select a lesson. Lesson 2. Stopping at a station.
Okay, so we learn the basics.